What's going on, guys? It's Jakinwhale here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a spiked wing car. So I'm just going to use a civilian vehicle because, it's a lot harder to get military vehicles on servers. But for this vehicle that I'm making, you're just going to need any civilian vehicle really, and I'm going to be using 15 metal plates. You can use pine, but when you're trying to kill the most stacked players, I find that they always shoot through like the 3 pine plates I put up here, and then they just kill you, or they blow up your car. And I'm going to be using 20 pine spikes. I mean, you can use a lot more or a lot less. And I'm going to use the small pine plates for the wings of the car because you don't have to make them metal. Even if they shoot out the plates, then it doesn't matter. So don't get mad at me. I'm not actually going to use this, but I have been using this method a lot on servers, and it's an easy way to get a lot of quick, fast loot. And I'm just making this metal because the next one I'm making is going to be metal for sure. Because last time I died using this method, which I usually don't die that much, but last time I had my car blown up because the people had like 4 people in a group, and yeah, all shooting guns at me at the same time. So I'm just gonna add some armor to the car, and I'm gonna make it so that you have to get in at the wheels, cause that's a pretty good method. Because they're not gonna shoot at the tires, cause you can't shoot tires in this game. They won't do anything. So I'll angle that a little bit. So then you can look. Oh no, you can't really. Okay, yeah, you can just barely get in. So it's gonna be really hard for them to shoot it if it's hard for you to get in. So try to cover everything. You can get in there, just barely. And this should be pretty easy to do. I mean, the metal might be hard for you to get, but if you scrap everything you find from the time you start on the server, you should be able to get it in like less than a day. So now that I have like the basic armor, let me just place this. I don't even care. You shouldn't care how it looks. But so that's basic armor. I mean, I placed it really bad. If I was actually like placing it, then I would make sure it looks perfect and everything. But now you want to take out the small pine plates, go to the side of your car, and bam. You want to, that was bad placement, but you want to try to get it as straight as possible. Like that, maybe? And try to make it about like the middle of your like chest. So then if they jump, they're still going to hit it, and if they lay down, they still get hit. It's kind of weird, like if they lay down here, they still get hit by it in my experience. I don't know why, cuz it completely misses them, and if they lay down, they go under it, but that doesn't really matter. And then okay, so I still have tons of these cuz you can get these really easily. Just use a saw or something, cut down a tree, maybe one longer. You could really make it a lot longer. Sometimes I do. I had one that was twice as long as this one time. Okay, that's pretty good. Then you want to do this, so then they can't shoot the spikes. Because if they can shoot the spikes, then they'll be safe after a little while. I used to not do this, but after one person shot out my spikes because they had enough ammo to, then I started doing this method. And plus, then they don't see it coming either. You could put one here, and why not? And I also, really close to your car, I like to put a little roof. So then when you get out, you don't accidentally fall on it, which you will do in the beginning of using this type of car, but who cares? If you do this, that won't happen to you. And it's pretty hard. I mean, unless you jump up there on purpose, then you're going to get hit. But this won't matter when you're driving around, because this you can walk through when you're driving around, but there's going to be a whole bunch of spikes here. So I usually do double row. That usually gets the job done to kill people. I only have 20 spikes in my inventory, so I mean, I'm not going to do that much. I'm just going to be kind of spacious with it. Give them some space. And I always like... Aw, can I not get it? Whatever. like that. I always like to stick it out as far as you can. And then if you ever have any extra spikes, I mean, I'm not going to have extra spikes because I'm just placing them kind of lazily. But okay, I'll see if I do. Okay, so I have some extra spikes. So you can put them like right there. So then it guarantees if they jump that they will get hit. And it also does extra damage because it'll even hit them if they don't jump. So now you got your wing with tons of spikes. I mean, you can see it, but are they really going to notice that? And let's see if I can hit it. I get hit even just walking into that. But so you have your car here and you're like, how is this going to work? I mean, maybe they can hit those front spikes that are sticking out, but I'll show you. Sometimes I call this the triomatic because this one guy kept on hiding from us behind trees. Then we made this car and we killed him instantly. But it goes through any object. Watch. It goes straight through that tree. It'll go straight through anything. The only thing on a car that you build on that can get hit is the car itself. Like, these plates can hit the sidewall, they can go through it, they won't do anything. And same with the spikes, and that's why you can kill people. Like, if you made it long enough and their base was the same length, you could just run in and bam, just kill them, but you couldn't get their loot. And this also, the side wing with spikes can also push cars and items, but not very well. I mean, if you don't have a car jack, yeah, it's good. So here, this is how you use it. It just kills everything. See, it even dragged the zombie a little bit. But let's see if I can get this guy. Can I honk? I'll show you guys if I can get these guys. But this is very useful, especially if you have 2 or 3 rows of spikes, because you can kill like the most stacked players when you have almost nothing. All you need is a car and an axe, and then you can make one of these. Just as long as you have a gas can and a blowtorch, probably. Then you can go to the military base and see if someone's looting there, and then just wait for them to walk out of the military base. Then you just run them over. Like, this only has 2 rows of spikes. I usually make mine with 2 or 3, but 2 usually will kill them instantly because they each do, I don't know how much damage, but probably at least 50, because I've only seen, I think, out of all my time doing this, I've only seen like 2 people only get hit like once because they hit the very end spike. But if they hit anywhere in between, then they are pretty much dead. So you can kill like anyone. And this does have friendly fire. If someone in your group is outside the car, you cannot run through them. It will kill them. And if you really are rich on a server, you would use a military car, and you would also have a probably some barbed wire in there instead of spikes, because that lasts longer and does more damage. Oh, here's a car right here. Oh, that's probably what I should have used for this map, but whatever. That's like the same thing as this one almost. And look, it can go through all those things. Oh, and another thing is, if you accidentally build it too high or too low, you can use little ledges like this. They're usually curbs in towns to angle it up so that it goes up. You can see it goes a little bit higher than the train track, and then it goes back down to the bottom. And you can use really almost any object that you can drive on to do that. So it goes way up, and then it'll sink back down when I get back to that. See? And you can also use it the other way, but I don't see why we need to do that. Then you can run over them without the spikes too. So that's a basic tutorial on how to make the spiked wing car. That is pretty OP. I mean, Nelson hasn't done anything about it. I've only seen myself use it before. I've never seen anyone else on a server use the spike wing car. And I don't see any YouTube videos on it, or at least I haven't looked, but I just made this up pretty much when he added building on cars. That was a pretty cool update. Oh, let's do that scene in the trailer. Oh, look at that. And there's no cops chasing us. But that's going to be it for this video. So if you guys liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. And please answer the poll in the top right corner of your screen if you will use this car on servers. Thanks, goodbye.